go.
Something vital is missing on this island. Isn't that bizarre?
Paimon bets it must be,
Oh. See, no, I thought so too. After that, interestingly, I didn't have the same dream. Some people believe that dreams represent the divine. However, if you ask, it was my intuition telling me that there. So I decided to accept this little. Unfortunately, the investigation. Who knows? Nah, don't worry about it. So how would you like to partner up on this one? Yes, of course, I understand. Well, then it's so since we're already here, once everything is settled, I'll gladly... Someone concerned about my safety? Then it must be Ryuji, right? All right. I'll accompany you back to the police station first. We can discuss the issue of Watatsumi Island later.
Oh, look who showed up. Heizo, you're finally back. Listen, if you took any longer to come back...
You say that every time I come back, Uesugi. However, something does feel a little...
Come on, would I ever lie to you? Madame Kujo-Sara is here, and she's on the warpath. So...
What's that lady doing here?
Doshin Shikanoin, I see you finally returned. Please, enlighten us. What have you been doing recently?
Okay. I was just out investigating a case.
Don't give me that. I checked the records here.
Actually, it's a case of personal relevance to me.
Traveler? Paimon, what are you two doing here?
We're the ones who brought Hazel back.
Brought him back? Can someone please explain?
Well, Madame Kujo-Sara, because we couldn't locate Doshin Shikanoin, we commissioned Detective Ryuji from the detective agency. Shortly after, Ryuji returned to tell us...
It used to be that the Tenryo Commission assisted others with disappearances, but it seems these days others are now assisting us.
I mean, is it really so unusual for officers and citizens to...
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but it was definitely an investigation.
Oh? Is that so? Well, since you are testifying for... But since you're here, I'd like you to be Shikanoin's temporary supervisor. It'll be your duty to ensure that he handles his case. I'll be sure that the police station prepares the appropriate compensation.
Yes, Traveler. I'm sure we don't...
Hazel seems to be happy with the...
You should thank the Traveler this time, Doshin Shikanoin. Otherwise, I don't think I would have let you off so easily. Here, take this letter of complaint. It's written against you. Please consider carefully what to do with it. I do not wish to see another one.
Huh? That can't be right. Why would there be...
You must not be doing your job properly and...
No, it really doesn't add up. You two don't get it. Although Madame Kujo-Sara just made some harsh remarks, we all know that Heizo-senpai is a real whiz when it comes to cracking cases. Several leaders have risen through the ranks as a result of his achievement.
Then he must have gotten himself into some kind of trouble.
Well, let me see what's the deal here. Oh, and since you agreed to be my temporary supervisor, you'll find the desk where new case files are kept right over there. Would you mind helping me check what cases I need to deal with? Of course, but first I have to confirm what's going on, and whether or not the letters...
him again. Who would give a dog such a strange name? Hazotox fraud? What's that?
So, have you gone through the case files? Is there anything that caught your eye? Oh, have they approved it already? Huh. The Tenryo Commission certainly has become more efficient ever since Kujo Kamaji took office.
So, what is Hazotox fraud?
It's an anti-fraud public awareness event. Basically, think of it as a short play about fraud. We'll get a few people to perform an entertaining drama in order to raise public awareness about the issue.
Ooh, so it's a play? Paimon likes the sound of that.
Well, see, fraud is a major issue here. You've traveled between different nations. I'm sure Mora isn't really an issue for you. You have to understand that scamming the poor of their money is essentially robbing them of their lives. Left unchecked, the situation could potentially deteriorate into something more serious.
That makes sense. But will putting on a performance really work?
It's hard to say. Preventing crimes is more difficult than solving them, there's no doubt about that. But prevention is also a more worthwhile cause. Maybe only a small number of people who attend the event will ever actually encounter a scam artist. And even then, of the handful of attendees who encounter said scam artist, I doubt many of them will be able to see through the scammer's ruse. But if even only one person escapes the clutches of a scam artist because of my event, then I'm willing to put on this play for that person.
All right, count us in. Today we are the anti-fraud messengers.
Great! First, we need 3 actors, 2 to play the scam artists and 1 to play the victim. I already have a couple candidates in mind for the roles of the scam artists.
Ooh, if we're going to the Grand Narukami Shrine, are you planning to recruit Miko for your play? She'd be really good at acting.
Well, I guess you'll have to wait and see.
So see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take...
Hazo, what are you doing here, you little brat? Oh, and the Traveler, too. So, I assume you're here to see Lady Yae?
Hey, come on, cuz. Maybe I'm just here to see you.
Don't play your little games with me. If the Traveler isn't looking for Lady Yae, then you must be here looking for Etsu, right?
You still know me best, cuz.
Please wait here. I'll go get her.
Huh, so we're not here to see Miko? Bummer.
I'm flattered, but even if I wanted to, do you really think I could convince Lady Yae to join a little event like mine?
Get the Traveler to ask her next time. He can do it.
Well, hello, Detective Hazo. It's been so long since you last came to see me. You know, it's cruel to keep a girl waiting.
Hey, community service isn't all bad, is it? I'm sure it's better than prison, at least.
That's right. I was careless and found myself caught up in a case of fraud. Detective Hazo arrested me, and I was sentenced to prison.
For the record, I'm not the one who technically arrested you.
Oh, come now, Detective Hazo. Don't pretend like you don't remember the part you played. You have a cold heart, Detective. Colder than an icicle in the middle of winter. How would those Doshin have nabbed me if you hadn't provided evidence of my involvement and whereabouts, They were so bland and functional. Not like you, Detective. When you took me down, you knew exactly what you were doing.
So,
I'm here doing community service, of course. After all the information But in the end, they hardly reduced my sentence at all. Even after serving a lengthy prison term, I am still required to perform community service. I have to spend the entire day sweeping leaves or wiping floors. Just look at what the work has done to my soft and delicate hands. So, don't believe a word that comes out of his mouth.
I helped you get community service because you were credited with assisting the investigation. But if you find it too exhausting, I can always send you back to prison again.
Oh, come on, Detective Hazo. Now you're just toying with me.
Don't give me that. Listen, I'd like to invite you to the anti-fraud event I mentioned last time. It's tomorrow night, and you'll be a VIP guest. Let's see. Appearing in the event would be equivalent to... what? 5 days of community service? How does that sound?
Only 5 days? That's hardly anything.
5 days not enough? Okay. How about 4 days?
Hey! That's a day less than what you just promised me, Detective Hazo.
Oh, my mistake. 3 days.
All right, I'll go. Just stop playing with my heart. And may I ask, will they also be coming as a guest tomorrow night? No wonder you're treating me so coldly today, Detective Hazo. Looks like you found someone else to keep you company. And what a charmer they are. I get what you see in them. I mean, you'd have to be blind not to.
Etsu, now's not the time. If I hear you talking like that to my friend again, I'll make your community service even more unpleasant than your time in prison.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea they were your friend. Really.
Well, now you do. Just be sure you're ready tomorrow. I'll send you the location, time of the event, and the script, so don't be late. All right, on to our next candidate. He should be in town right about now.
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Mr. Iba, how are you doing?
Oh, well, if it isn't Hazo. Thanks to you, I haven't kicked the bucket yet.
Well, it's good to see you're alive. And well.
All right, out with it. I know you wouldn't come see me for nothing.
I see you're still sharp as ever, Mr. Iba. Look, have you had a chance to think about that anti-fraud event I mentioned to you last time?
You can forget it. I'm pushing 71 this year. You think I want to make a fool of myself?
Are you sure? You know, this event is very well funded. And now that the Sakoku decree has been repealed, I heard that your granddaughter Kazumi wants to take the chance to travel. If you participate, she can go without worrying about money at all.
Huh? How did you know? Sure, I paid a hefty fine at the time, but I can still afford her travels. You're Hazo's colleague, aren't you? How haven't you heard about this?
Well, it just so happens that Mr. Iba was a well-known figure in Inazuma back in the day. His Iba Trading Guild was even bigger than the current International Trade Association.
Don't bring it up again. If I hadn't been misled by that foreign merchant, I never would have become a commercial scammer. Fortunately, young Hazo here has some respect for the elderly and applied for a probationary sentence. Otherwise, I don't think I would have ever seen the light of day again.
Well, Well, if Hazel was so good to you...
He's not as innocent as he looks, you know. He just knows it's easier to get information when we're chatting outside.
Those are some pretty harsh words, Mr. Eva.
Anyway, I can't help you with that, event, or whatever you call it.
Man alive. What should I do now? I already told Kazumi that you'd show up and caution everybody about avoiding fraud. I'm sure it'd be beneficial for everyone, and Kazumi even agreed to come and listen. She might even think that
You imbecile! You should have told me about this first!
Come on now. How could I have known that you'd refuse to participate?
Why, you sure are a crafty one, just like your father.
So you'll join us?
What choice do I have? Using my granddaughter to force me into some event. People these days.
The world needs you to step up. I will send the time and place of the event as well as the script, so don't forget to prepare.
All right, very well.
Well then. Now we only need to find the last person to play the role of the fooled victim. We don't want someone too clever for this role, otherwise they'd see right through this ruse and the drama would come to a grinding halt.
Not too clever. Oh! Paimon knows the perfect candidate.
Oh yeah, I know that guy. I've seen him in the police station a handful of times.
Well, we did just see a file called the Prince of Mischief in Hanamizaka. That's good.
Alright then, to Hanamizaka we go. Oh, but knowing his reputation, I'll need to bring a little something along just to guarantee we can...
How about that, kiddo? My little Prince of Mischief's got some moves, huh? Guess that means you're Oni Kabuto.
Ito! What are you up to?
Huh? Oh, Paimon, my compadre. This is a nice surprise. What brings you out this way? What? No, it's not. No, it's nothing like that. They let me look after their Oni Kabuto just for a little while for safekeeping, and then, once they've gotten stronger, they can come and take him right back.
You win some, you lose some.
That's right, my little guy. Good attitude. All right, see you around. Okay, yeah, bye.
There's just no helping this guy.
Oh, an anti-fraud event? I'll level with you, compadre. I have no idea what that is, but if you want me there, I can think of nowhere I'd rather be. Oh, except that there's this Oni Kabuto Battle Royale tomorrow night that I was planning on going to. Yeah, it's gonna be huge. No holds barred, winner takes home all the Oni Kabuto. And, as you can see, my Prince of Mischief has a pretty good chance of winning this thing, so, if it was any other day, you know?
Do you think all of those Oni Kabuto together would be a match for my one? Here's a picture. Let me know what you think.
Huh? What this... What is this? How'd it get so big? What are you feeding this thing? Look at those beautiful demon stripes, those razor-sharp horns. Is this the fabled Emperor Oni Kabuto?
This is a small token we provide for VIPs. If you're willing to attend, then one of these will be yours at the end of the event.
Whoa, okay, I'm there. Wait a sec, you look familiar. Who are you anyway? And furthermore, do Oni Kabuto really come in this size? You're not trying to con me, are you? Because the more I think about it, the more I'm inclined to think that you're a contestant in tomorrow night's Oni Kabuto Battle Royale! Yeah, you lost to me in a previous beetle battle, and now you're trying to get the reigning champ out of the way. Without Prince of Mischief to contend with, you'll be free to sweep in and take all the Oni Kabuto. Am I right or am I right? Nice try, you little punk. 10 out of 10 for the pitch, but, you picked the wrong victim.
Okay. Then again, consider this. If your Prince of Mischief isn't competing, what's the point of me taking part? After all I'd stand to win is a bunch of puny little larvae. No?
Well, you've stumped me there. You are completely right. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Sorry, my bro, my main man, my buddy. I had you all wrong.
So, you're sure this guy's our best choice?
Yeah, see? He was already wondering if you were trying to con him.
Then allow me to introduce myself. I'm Shikanoin Heizo. I've seen you around a few times before at the police station.
Huh? Oh, yeah, I remember now. No wonder you looked so familiar. You were that guy who was in for stealing other people's Onikabuto, right? Listen, Heizo, hombre, did you apologize to them? You can lose like a man, you can win like a man, but you can never steal like a man. And that's a little Ito nugget.
Ito! He works there, for crying out loud! He's not one of your fellow inmates.
What? Oh, jeez. What's wrong with me? How could I forget? Of course I know you. I remember you now. For real, this time. You're the guy who sells lavender melons at the station, aren't you?
A lavender melon seller? At the police station? Don't be ridiculous!
I know what I saw, okay? Several times now I've been sitting there starving in jail when this guy comes and slips me a few lavender melons on the sly. Didn't even want payment. Solid guy.
Yeah, that was me. But it was only because your assistant, Kuki Shinobu, asked me to look out for you.
What? So Shinobu was behind it? Wait, so hombre, you're not a lavender melon seller?
Look, we're getting hung up on all the wrong details here. The important detail right now is that I am the host of tomorrow night's event. And if you show up, the Oni Kabuto in the picture is yours. Deal?
Deal, done. But, could I get another look at that picture first? Just, a little peek-see?
You'll have all the time in the world to inspect the real article once the event's over.
Okay, sure. I can wait. So, hombre, is there anything I need to do to prepare? Because if I'm doing this, I'm bringing my A game, all right? No half measures here. I'm gonna do this right.
He sure picks his moments to start acting responsibly.
Okay, so for this event, you, my, bro, will be participating in a short anti-fraud play along with 2 other VIP attendees. The main thing we ask is that you just relax. Try not to be nervous. I have the script, right here, if you want to take a...
Script? What? It sounds like someone's never seen the Arataki gang perform before, huh? Don't you worry, hombre. The Arataki gang is a little beyond the need for scripts. You'll see, this Onikabuto will be well worth your investment.
You, don't need a script? Wow, well, now I'm excited. See you there tomorrow night.
You bet. I'll be there. I'm gonna tell the gang about this, too. They'll all be there to support us.
Shogun must have her reasons.
It's almost time. Everyone ready? All right.
Oh, I can't wait, Miss...
Let's get going, hey.
Emperor Onikabuto? Hey.
It takes years to make a fortune, but only a moment to lose it all to a scam artist. Welcome to the first Heizo Talks fraud. Okay, I'm delighted to have you all here today to explore the topic of fraud. To help everyone avoid becoming the victim of scam artists themselves, we thought we'd invite several VIPs with a... Please join me in welcoming to the stage Miss Etsu, Mr. Iba, and the venerable gentleman, Mr. Arataki Ito. Without further ado, let the show begin. It was just another bright sunny day when a distressed Miss Etsu brought her elderly grandpa, Iba, into the police station to report a crime. There, they were greeted by a kindly Doshin, surname Arataki.
Doshin Arataki, please help us! My poor grandpa has been defrauded!
Doshin Arataki?
Perhaps for want of familiarity with the script, a confused look creeps over Doshin Arataki's face, and he asks himself that age-old question.
Yes, you are Doshin Arataki! You're Doshin Arataki!
Oh, so I'm in the play. Right, yeah. Okay, got it. I'm a Doshin, of course. Okay, I got this. Ma'am, can you tell who it was that defrauded your grandfather? Rest assured, the Tenryo Commission and I are here to bring them to justice.
I don't know. It was too late when I found out. They took all of my grandpa's money, and all they left was this note.
Doshin Arataki frowns as he realizes this is more complicated than he thought. He takes the note in his hand and reads it out loud.
I am the Raiden Shogun. I am currently being held hostage by the Crux fleet and urgently need 200,000 mora to secure my release. Please place the ransom mora on the north coast of the deserted island. When all of this is over, I will promote you to General of the Tenryo Commission.
It's the almighty Shogun! We cannot let Her Excellency come to harm.
But this is a scam, surely. I mean, 200,000 mora? Kinda lowballing it for the Electro Archon, don't you think? Shouldn't it be like, 300 thou at the very least?
Well, I sure thought so, but Grandpa's already parted with the money.
Well, then we gotta get it back. Is there still time?
Before I could go out to look for it,
Doshin Arataki takes the note and reads it out loud.
I am Miss Hina. I am currently raising funds to publish a photo book. I urgently need 300,000 mora for publishing fees. In return for your support, you will receive a limited edition signed photograph.
It's Miss Hina. We can't leave poor Miss Hina in a tight spot.
You're right, Gramps. Is 300,000 mora enough? I can spare some too if we need to make up the difference. Maybe I can get a photo of Miss...
It's a scam, Doshin Arataki! Snap out of it!
Oh, right, yeah, because if Miss Hina needed funds, she'd come to me first, as her #1 fan. Why would she go asking this old geezer for help? These con artists don't know who they're up against.
Well, anyway, not long after Grandpa handed over the money, he received yet another note.
Doshin Arataki grabs the note and reads it aloud.
I am Arataki Ito. I was recently framed for a crime I totally did not commit, and now I'm stuck here in prison. I am in urgent need of 500,000 mora as bail. In return for your help getting me out, I will bring the whole gang over to thank you personally at your house.
Must be a scammer, surely. I've never heard of this person, and they're asking me for 500,000 mora.
Wait a minute. This is a scam. I'm Arataki Ito.
You are? But your name tag says...
Doshin Arataki follows Miss Etsu's gaze to the name tag emblazoned on his chest, which reads, Arataki Shmito.
What kind of whack job script is this?
So, the bail money?
Nope, no way, not a chance. Arataki Ito would never ask innocent people for mora in order to post bail. Whoever wrote this is a liar and a cheat.
But just as Doshin Arataki is being overcome with righteous indignation, the sound of Miss Etsu's weeping brings his attention back to her.
Miss Etsu, don't you worry. We're gonna catch the people who did this.
Even if you do catch them, how are we ever going to get Grandpa's money back? Oh, whatever are we going to do about all those Onikabuto?
Onikabuto? Wait, what was that about the, Onikabuto?
Oh, well, Grandpa is a major Onikabuto breeder in our village. His are the biggest and strongest Onikabuto around. We recently received an order that was too big for our current capacity. We were planning to expand Grandpa's facilities, but then we were swindled out of all of our money. Right after we'd signed the contract, too. If we don't deliver these Onikabuto on time, Grandpa will have to pay huge damages. Oh, what are we going to do?
Man, what's that saying? It's like, it never rains, but it snowballs. Exactly what we're dealing with.
Etsu, my dear, don't worry. I'll sell the house if I have to. We'll find a way through.
But then where will we stay? Please help us, Doshi Naritaki. All we need is the 500,000 mora that was taken from us. Can you help us raise it? Oh, Grandpa's business is going very well. We just need help getting over this hurdle. Doshi Naritaki,
I won't hear of it. As a public servant, I would never dream of taking advantage of a person in need.
I was going to say, by giving you part ownership of the
Oh, so that's what you were, yeah. It's not as enticing an offer as I was... wait, because if it's more than, say, 10...
10,000!
What? 10,000?
Please help us. As long as we get through this, those 10,000 Onikabuto are yours to keep.
10,000 Onikabuto? Hey, if I looked after them, they'd have little baby Onikabuto. And
Doshin Arataki is struck by a sudden wave of pure elation. His face breaks into a big, beaming smile.
Miss Etsu, don't you worry. I'm gonna help you out. But 10,000 is too many. I can only... As a Doshin of the Tenryou Commission, it is my duty to serve.
That's great news, Master Arataki. What a wonderful...
Yep, that's me. All right, there's...
What question is...
The question is... Yo, Heizo, my hombre, question for you. What's my character's salary in the script? Oh, also any inheritance or other... Ahem.
Faced with a damsel in distress, Doshin Arataki fights to remain. Suddenly, he feels a strange compulsion to slide his hand into his pocket where, it turns out, a bank check.
Whoa, check it out! A check for... Miss Etsu, get this. Turns out I just got...
Thank you so much.
Doshin Arataki stretches out his hand. But wait! Just as he is about to hand over the check to Miss... All he needs to do now is release the check, and it will fall into Miss Etsu's eager hands. But let go of the check he does not.
Master Arataki, let go!
Wait. Something's not right.
Doshin Arataki is having second thoughts. Has something caught his attention? Has it aroused his suspicion? Has he finally realized the truth?
So, this...
Huh?
A spark of intuition bursts to life in Doshin Arataki's mind.
Since this is an anti-fraud...
Is he about to ask the most critical question of all?
I gotta ask.
This is it. Here it comes.
Does a Doshin really get paid this much? 500,000 mora. Enough to get an Electro Archon out from a hostage situation, then go pay for Miss Hina's publishing costs. I don't know, seems pretty fishy to me. Hey, compadre, what do you...
Hazel!
As the spark of intuition flickers and threatens to fade, Doshin Arataki clutches around in desperation, hoping to find a source of fuel to feed the flames of enlightenment. Traveler, are you going to help this poor man out of his predicament?
Aha! Etsu and Iba! So that's what's going on here. You two are the scam artists. You put on this damsel in distress and elderly grandpa act to win my sympathy, then then you dangled the bait in front of me, waiting for me to bite. Darn it! I knew it! Who in their right mind would give away Onikabuto? It's too good to be true, and that's how I know you're the scam artists. You got a lot of nerve trying to scam a Doshin. You're coming with me, and you'll give a full confession if you know what's good for you.
Finally, with the help of his intuition, And a little guidance from beyond the void, Doshin Arataki successfully avoided being defrauded. Not only that, but he asked a critical question. Who in their right mind would give away Oni Kabuto for free? I ask you all, is there such a thing as free Oni Kabuto? Free Mora? Or does nothing in life come for free? All right, remember, it takes years to make a fortune, but only a moment to lose it all to a scam artist. Thank you once again for watching Hazo Talks Fraud. Stay alert, everybody, and see you again next time.
So, how's my acting? I think I did just fine without a script. Those two would-be scam artists need to up...
Hello? Was that him from...
Right, yeah. But I pretty much knew off the bat that something fishy was about to go down, so, it was just a matter of time before I saw... Seriously, oldest trick in the book. Who's gonna fall for that?
Old tricks they may well be, but the reason they've stood the test of time is that the ideal victim is always out there somewhere. People who are behind on the times, naive, socially isolated, or have cognitive deficiencies. Just because they don't always get noticed doesn't mean they're not there. Scammers cast a wide net. Sure, maybe 10,000 fish will escape, but they only need one catch for them to win and for us to lose.
Well, no more losing from now on. Not with me here to protect everyone. I think we can all agree that my performance today...
Don't be too confident. Anyway, Ito, my old... What was it again? Ah, yes.
Music to my... Oh, look at those sharp horns and those beautiful stripes. Hey, bud, move. Oh no, I think this one might have,
It's a figurine, so...
What? A figure?
Man alive, you seem a little surprised. Wait, no, surely not. Ito, old chap, you must have seen from the photograph that it... Really?
You little punk! Give me...
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp. And pure.
It's almost time. Everyone ready?
Oh, I can't wait.
Let's get going.
Emperor Oni Kabuto?
It takes years to make a fort. Okay, I'm delighted to help everyone avoid please join me in welcome Miss Etz, Mr. Iba, and the venerable gentleman. Without further ado... It was just enough...
Doshin Arataki!
Doshin?
Yes, you...
Oh, so... Ma'am!
I don't know. It was too late when I found out. They took...
Doshin Arataki...
I am the...
It's the almighty...
Well,
Well, then...
Before I could go up...
Doshin Arataki...
I am...
It's Miss Hina.
You're right, Gramps. Is 300,000 more...
It's a scam, Doshin Arataki!
Oh, right, yeah.
Well, anyway, not long...
Doshin Arataki...
I am
Must be a scam.
Wait a minute.
Doshin Arataki...
What kind of whack job...
So...
Nope, no way, not a chance. Arataki Ito wouldn't.
But just as Doshin...
Misatsu, don't you worry.
Even if you do
Oni Kabuto? Wait,
Oh, well, we recently received an order that was too big for our current capacity. We were planning to expand Grandpa's facilities, but then we were...
Man, what's that?
Etsu, my dear.
But then where? Please help us, Grandpa's business is
I won't hear of it.
I was going to...
Oh, so that's what you were, yeah. No, it's not as enticing. Because if it's more than
10,000.
What? 10?
Please help us.
10,000?
Doshin Arataki.
Miss Etsu, don't you worry. I'm gonna... But 10,000 as a Doshin of the...
That's great news. What
The question... Huh. Yo, hey...
Suddenly...
Whoa, check it out! A check... Miss Etsu, get...
Thank you so much.
Doshin Arataki all he needs to do now...
Master Arataki.
Wait.
Doshin Arataki is having...
So,
Huh?
A spark of intuition bursts...
Since this is an
Is he about to ask?
I got it.
This is it. Here...
Does a Doshin really get paid this much? 500,000 mora. I don't know. Seems pretty fishy.
Hazel!
As the spark... Traveler, are you going...
Follow my heart. All right, then. 2 innocent victims, Miss Etsu and Mr. Iba, come to a... There's only one possible explanation. Who's got 2 horns and carries around... With this fake check for 500,000 mora, I almost swindled Etsu and Iba out of 10,000 Onikabuto. The last thing... My mind is blown. Miss Etsu, I'm afraid I can't let myself give you this fake check.
What the...
Oh, jeez.
In the end, Doshin Arataki listened to the voice of his heart and narrowly avoided, but regrettably, he failed to ask the critical question. I ask you all, is there such a thing? Thank you all for watching Heizo Talks. Don't get greedy and you won't be needy. Stay alert and you won't get hurt. You never know where scammers may lurk. See you all next time.
Wait, my man, what did you mean when you said I avoided being defrauded? I thought I was the fraudmeister here.
Maybe someone should have read the script. Miss Etsu and Master Iba were the scam artists.
What? Huh? Darn, I can't believe that.
Well, you still managed to protect your money. In the end, they didn't succeed.
Yeah, but that was...
Guessing it wasn't your first time.
It was such a cheap trick.
The trick is a common one for a reason. But don't underestimate it.
But how am I gonna protect my gang if even...
Don't blame yourself, old chap. In fact, you know what?
You too, hombre? No way.
Oh, no, it's the truth. Please.
Wait, why can't it move?
That's just it.
What? A figure?
Yeah, and it's all my fault. I was duped by the Onikabuto vendor's false advertising. What a colossal fool I am. Taken in by a common street vendor? Ugh.
So you really were conned, dude! Gotta say, although I didn't get my Emperor Onikabuto, somehow, knowing that even Hazel got conned kinda puts me back in a good mood. It's, strange. Maybe I'm sharper than I'm giving myself credit for. Great minds think alike, so, me and my hombre here. Hey, by the way, compadre, looks like you're the only one out of the 3 of us. But you better watch out. We got fooled, not because we were stupid. I want you to have this figurine. As a reminder, I hope that whenever you see it, you'll remember how cunning those con artists were, and how difficult it was for Hazel and I to see through their schemes. Then...
Yep, that's right. No one will ever manage to con you.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
So, have you gone through the case files? Is there anything that caught your eye? I'm afraid this won't be an easy task. I was hoping I wouldn't have to drag you into this, but it's just occurred to me that with your help, I might be able to wrap up this problem.
Alright then, tell us about the complaint letter.
It's from Sango, the president of Bantan Sango Detective Agency. I assume you've met her before? You can say that. Sango's complaint letter accuses me of abusing my power for personal gain and blatantly concealing the truth behind the Ryuji case from years ago. Seriously, do I really seem like the type of person who'd do that?
Concealing the truth? That definitely sounds like something you would do.
Hey, don't judge a book by its cover, alright? Let's just go to the detective agency and talk to Sango. We'll need to speak with her to get to the bottom of this.
Welcome back, Mr. Heizo. I'm glad you're all right. How about some tonkatsu? You must have missed the taste of home after so long.
Maybe next time, Ryuji. Seems like somebody's been expecting me. And I'm afraid they're only going to be disappointed once again.
Well, look who it is. The great Detective Heizo. What nonsense were you talking about just now? I've been worried about you, you know. So much so that I took the trouble to write that heartfelt letter to the Tenryo Commission. Well, was it sufficiently flattering for you?
Uh-oh, they're at it again.
Let's not waste the traveler's time, Sango. Just tell me, what do you want?
Fine by me. My request is simple. Disclose all the details of the Ryuji case. It's time you stop hiding the truth and let me investigate it thoroughly.
First of all, that case has already been solved. Second, I've disclosed everything the police station has on the case. And third...
Enough! You can only fool Ryuji with that. If you don't want to cooperate, I can assure you that I will write more letters to the headquarters of the Tenryo Commission. I will not give up on this case.
Wait! Hold on! Can someone please explain what's going on here? Paimon doesn't have a clue what you two are talking about.
All right, let me explain. Several years ago, a terrible murder took place in the police station. I was still working at the Tenryo Commission then, and the victim was actually my dear boss. Due to various factors, I was deemed to be the top suspect, which is why it's called the Ryuji case. Also, Heizo wasn't a part of the police station back then. He was a detective at the agency. Which at the time was called the Bantan Sango and Heizo Detective Agency.
Huh? That's crazy! But, wait. Then why did Heizo leave?
After the incident, I was quickly convicted and sent to prison. Fortunately, Sango then promptly proved my innocence and caught the real murderer.
But that murderer was actually just a dummy to throw us off, am I right, Detective Shikanoin?
Sango thought that everything went smoothly, so much so that she suspected the real murderer was someone else. Of course, Detective Heizo was also helping with the investigation, but after a long time, he still came up empty-handed. Later on, he decided to join the police station to continue his investigation on the inside, which is why he left the detective agency.
Ha! That's what I thought too. I was foolish enough to believe that Detective Shikanoin and I shared a common goal. But I was wrong about him. He has no sense of loyalty at all. He just wanted to become an official as a means of gaining fame and fortune.
Come on, stop exaggerating. Let me set the record straight here. First, I joined the police station long after that murder case happened, and it had nothing to do with any inside investigation. That's just somebody's wishful thinking. Second, purely out of curiosity, I did investigate the case later from within the police station. My conclusion was that the suspect Sango had caught was in fact the real murderer. And lastly, when Sango didn't buy my conclusion and asked me to disclose all related case files from the police station, I did exactly as she asked. I didn't hide anything.
He's lying right through his teeth.
That's it. I want this to end once and for all. Since the Traveler's my supervisor today, they have complete access to all the police station's files. If he's willing to help re-examine the case and arrives at the same conclusion that I did, then you won't have to doubt me anymore.
Whoa. Huh?
Unless you don't trust the Traveler. Come on, say it.
It's not about whether the Traveler's trustworthy. I'm just wondering if you will interfere somehow.
The thought never even crossed my mind.
You have to swear that you will not mislead the Traveler by any means, and let him investigate the truth on his own.
No problem. Cross my heart, hope to die.
Well, Traveler, are you willing to help me with this? Will you agree to re-examine the Ryuji case and find the truth? You can bill me later for however much you'd like as compensation.
Sango, really? However much they want?
Money is valuable, no doubt. But pursuing the truth is the reason I started this agency. The Ryuji case is the only case I failed to solve. I am willing to give you anything. All right. I'm counting on you, Traveler. You hear that, Detective Shikanoin? Ha! Now we just need to wait and see.
All right, I got it. No need. Come on, let's go back to the police station.
The new book from Yai Publishing, surely it'd be of interest.
Alright, hang out here for a sec. I need to go to the archives to get the case files. For now, why don't you go and chat with— No, you misunderstand. It's not that I want— You're the only one I can think of who Sango would ever believe. She trusts in both— Sure, she's just writing complaint letters for now, but who knows what she'll do in the future. Alright, I'll go get those case files. You go ahead and talk to Yoriki Owada for a while.
Oh, hello there! The Ryuji case. Oh, so you want— That was several years ago now, but especially when the victim was the head of this police station. His name was Takatsukasa Isamu, the younger brother of Takatsukasa. He was really one of a kind. Decisive, brave, and smart. He was much younger than me, and already had quite a reputation. I'm sure he would have gone far in the Tenryou Commission, if only he was still alive. What a shame. People will believe anything they hear. Ryuji was an orphan, you know. Before he joined the station, he had been taking odd jobs here and there. It was Isamu who really took him under his wing. Ryuji was simple and not particularly bright, but he was very loyal to those. He's also hardworking. Isamu must have seen these qualities in him, and Ryuji worked with him for years after that, and was even promoted to be his personal assistant.
So, then why was Ryuji convicted?
Well, here comes the interesting part of the case. Moreover, it was signed—
What? Why would Sara do something?
I'm getting older now, and my eyesight is poor.
Hey, come on, Yoriki Owada, there's nothing to—
You can't just go around saying things like that with—
That's not true! And Takatsuka. So, naturally, the Kujo clan saw him as Takayuki is able to— The two of them wouldn't stand a chance against Isamu. You think Kujo Takayuki would simply sit back while Isamu gained traction? So he decided to strike first.
You youngsters and your conspiracy theories.
No, it's true. It's the only way to explain it. Otherwise, why would an impartial person like Madame Kujo Sara sign Ryuji's conviction so quickly? They had to find a scapegoat to pacify the Takatsukasa clan, so Kujo Takayuki must have told her to sign it immediately. I'm not accusing Madame Kujo Sara of anything, mind you. I respect her very much. But maybe she had no other choice.
What do you know? I'm sure Madame Kujo Sara must have had her own reasons. The guy was a forensic expert who worked in the station named Shiroyama. I have to admit, he wasn't easy to track down. That Sango really is something, though. She caught him without even breaking a sweat. It turned out that after poisoning Isamu, Shiroyama secretly took the poison to Ryuji's place in order to frame him. Later on, the poison was also found in the forensic office, but that was already after Shiroyama's death. He confessed everything in a testament.
That's right. He hung himself in the forensic office not long after Sango was on his trail. Probably because he knew it was only a matter of time before he would be caught. Of course, he didn't admit whether he had been prompted by Kujo Takayuki. He took the responsibility alone. I bet Kujo Takayuki promised him a sizable compensation. After all, Shiroyama had a family to feed.
There you go again, pulling conclusions out of thin air. There wasn't any evidence of that at all.
Listen, I can almost guarantee that it was the Takatsukasa clan who invited Sango to investigate. We all knew that Ryuji was just a scapegoat. You think the Takatsukasa clan wouldn't figure that out? They're not stupid. So, they were suspicious of the Kujo clan and invited Sango to take the case. However, the Kujo clan were still a step ahead and were able to remove themselves from the situation before the whole thing blew up. They drove Shiroyama to take all the blame as well as his own life. A perfectly clean cut for the Kujo clan. With Shiroyama dead, there was no one left to testify. Even the Electro Archon herself wouldn't be able to do anything.
You make up stuff faster than a politician. It's a wonder nobody's asked you to be an advisor yet.
Hey, that's their loss.
The whole thing is starting to sound complicated.
Hey, I brought the files. I bet you got quite an earful just now, huh? But don't. So what really matters is the case files. Remember, you may find many clues during an investigation. Also, if a clue cannot corroborate anything on its own, okay, that should just about do it.
Hold on.
Usually, you need to find two things from these clues. A proven motive and proven means. Once you can confirm these two things, the criminal can be proven guilty. All right, you can go ahead and get started now. I look forward to hearing your verdict.
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine.